welcome back to The Great Debate. I'm sitting here with Tino Rowe, Colton Carroll, and Thomas Kellar. Today's topic, we are debating the Mark versus Zach race that is coming up here. Of course, we have Mark, the champ, 3-0, and then we have his competitor, longtime rival, Zach Lordich. So, what do you guys think? Who do you think is going to win this?
I'm thinking that Zach's going to win this race. Zach is the underdog, being inexperienced, but he does have that training with the National Guard. He's fresh. Mark's a little more experienced, but also a little older. And I believe that Zach might be able to take this one.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there, Thomas. Like you said, he's not as experienced. However, he does have the training in the National Guard, track star. He had high school football. He's built for those bursts. I'm going to take Zach in this one.
Hold the phone. Okay, so you're telling me that someone who has not raced a day in their life is going to overthrow Mark Sullivan, the 3-0 champ of racing.
His last year was 2 years ago.
Okay, let's see when Zach's last year was. It was never.
He's never lost. The man doesn't know what losing is.
Yeah,
I understand
well, Mark
he hasn't raced.
lost.
He's in better shape. He's 4 years National Guard.
Listen, guys, listen. I'm going to tell you what. Mark's going to win this race by a landslide simply because he's almost 30 pounds less than Zach is.
It's all muscle.
Even though it's all muscle, it doesn't matter in racing.
They're going down an incline.
If we're going on the
30
physical
pounds less, it's less weight to be on yourself when you're running.
If we're going on the physical appearance, Mark is 5'8", while Zach is 5'10". He's got the height, which gives him a longer stride in this race, I believe.
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? It's
Size
physics.
doesn't matter.
Oh, you saying that because you're short, huh?
All right, let's take it to a Twitter question. This comes from user @MarksBiggestFan. Do you think after the latest conspiracy video, Mark's confidence is high? I would say Mark's confidence is very high. Mark is on another level coming into this race. Mark's going to hands down, with his confidence and his experience, going to take Zach down.
Well, to go on the Mark not losing, if we look at that conspiracy theory, you have said that Mark has not lost a single race. Well, it may have been an unofficial race, but he has lost to John McMullen twice.
No.
So it may not be an official race, but this guy knows what it's like to lose. Zach has never lost any race. Zach is the clear-cut winner in this one.
Well, it wasn't losing. It wasn't losing. It was practice.
It's called practice. It was an unofficial race.
A guy who can't win in practice, he's not going to win a race.
I don't think Mark, I'm going to say this right
now.
now, I don't think Mark tried as hard in those because it was obviously practice to him.
So he's got an ego on him.
Yeah.
He thinks he's going to come in this race, lollygag, and take the race.
I mean,
some guys are good at
If
that.
you were 3-0, would you not have an ego?
I would have an ego.
Okay.
We're talking about practice.
practice.
We ain't talking about the real thing. We're talking about practice.
All right, let's take it to another Twitter
It's
question.
the real thing.
This Twitter question is going to come from not Zach Lordich. How many feet do you think Zach will win by in this race? I think I already answered that question. I'm going with 5 feet in this race. Like I said, Zach's got more physique. He's going to be in better shape. He's been in the National Guard. I think he's going to have an easy race here, guys.
I believe that Zach will win by around 5 feet, but he will be leading more. The last few strides will be him celebrating as he passes the finish line in front of Mark.
Listen here. He weighs 195, Zach does. That's going to slow him down, okay? They may get off to an even start, but in the long run, by the time Mark hits the finish line, Zach's going to be left in the dust. He has to trail 195 pounds with him to get to the finish line. That is just way too much. Compared to Mark, he's 165.
You know, I see the 20-pound difference. I see where you're coming from. I think Zach's just in better physical shape. He's going to be able to get off to a faster start. Then, like I said, with Thomas with the strides, I think he's really going to be able to take it to the finish line. Like I said, I think it's probably about, get him by 5 feet.
All right.
Well, Zach might have the stronger start, but Mark will have the stronger finish in this race.
Why?
I just think that,
You can think all you want.
Zach's strong start, he'll get tired quickly because of his weight. Where Mark, once he keeps going in a constant pace,
he's in the National Guard for 4 years. He's been training. He's in the shape. He's not going to get tired. It's 20 seconds from there to there.
He'll get tired. If he comes out fast, he'll get tired. When Mark comes out and he's coming out steady, he's going to come steady through, and steady always wins the race.
I mean, when you're looking at Mark's record, he hasn't faced someone like Zach Lordich. He's faced someone like Ed Brown, who
is a racer. Ed Brown is a racer. Zach Lordich is an interviewer.
No, Ed Brown is a racer against Mark. Other than that, I don't see Ed as much of the athletic type as I do
Ed is going to go down in the Hall of Fame. Mark my words.
I believe
$5?
50.
50. Deal.
I can't agree with
I
you
believe
on
that after this race, Zach will be headed to the Hall of Fame as well.
You guys believe in this guy.
All right, well, let's take a roll call. I have Mark. Mark hands down. Mark's going to win this landslide. End of story.
I have Mark. Mark, I have confidence in having Mark winning in this race, and I think he will.
Thomas, I'm going to take Zach in this one. I think Zach's got the physique. He's got the National Guard training. Like I said, I mean, Mark has the experience. Zach's he's going to be quicker, I think. He's got more leg strength. He's going to have longer strides. He's taller. He's going to be able to carry that weight a little bit more.
I think I'm going with Zach as well. He is the up-and-coming star, I believe, and after this race, Mark will no longer be known as the champ. He will be known as the chump.
All right, on that note, we will send you over to the next segment in the show. We have Ed Brown, Mark's longtime rival, on the phone to give his take.
All right, hello, and thanks for having me on your show. Now, as a professional, I can almost guarantee that there's one aspect of this race that has not been looked into. And in my long storied career, as all of you well know, I had an undefeated racing career of almost unimaginable victories. I mean, just going miles and miles ahead of my opponents. Never before seen until my last few races where, you know, younger generation coming up, and I had to decide to retire. Now, the key difference that we have to keep in mind between my past races and my last races is that my last races were the only ones that were recorded. So the point I'm trying to make here is, whatever it was, you know, the camera changed everything. Because before there were any cameras, you know, I was just zooming around, beating everybody. So these two racers, Mark and Zach, what we need to keep in mind during this big race is, how much camera? How long have they been in front of a camera? How long have they been recorded? You know, this is a little secret from the past days, but I know Mark used to have himself almost recorded 24/7, and that's just something gave him a huge leg up. I don't know Zach's routine, how long he's had a camera, just you know, recording his every move during life to prepare for this race. But yeah, there's something that to stew on. All right, well, thanks for having me on the show. I can't wait for that race.